Most men don't understand that the real reason they get ghosted, friend-zoned, or forgotten has nothing to do with looks or money. It's because they give away their power in the form of constant validation. They think if they show her how much they care, how sweet they are, how different they are from other guys, she'll choose them. But that mindset is the first nail in the coffin. When you give approval freely before a woman has shown she's earned, it too communicate one dangerous message. You've already decided. She's more valuable than you. It's not that women hate compliments or attention. It's that they only crave it from men they respect. And respect doesn't come from being overly available, emotionally exposed, or quick to please. It comes from mystery, restraint, and self-respect. The man who holds back a little, who makes her question what he's thinking, who doesn't flood her with praises, the man who activates her emotions. Why? Because now there's tension. There's the unknown. There's the feeling that she has something to prove. When you immediately hand her the prize, your emotional investment, your admiration, your full focus, she subconsciously loses interest. If you've already been conquered, she didn't even have to try. And what's given with no effort is valued at zero. Hypergamy kicks in. That primal instinct that drives her to chase the highest value man suddenly sees you as too easy, too eager, too certain. And the second she feels certain, she stops wondering. The second she stops wondering, the emotional connection dies. Men think will make her stay is actually what makes her pull away. Not because she's cruel, but because biology doesn't respond to words. It responds to energy. Kindness isn't what makes a woman fall for a man. It's not the deciding factor in attraction. Most men don't want to hear that. They've been conditioned to believe that being nice, attentive, and emotionally available will make them stand out. But the truth is, those things only hold weight after a man has established value. A woman doesn't get emotionally pulled in because you're sweet. She gets pulled in because you're rare, centered, and not easily impressed. The harsh truth is, women are surrounded by men who hand them attention just for existing. A smile, a glance, a photo online, men are quick to flatter, quick to chase, quick to give their time. And that saturation of validation has made most women numb to praise. They've heard every line. They've seen every good guy routine. So when you come in offering the same thing, you're not different, you're predictable. And predictable doesn't excite. What women crave is the man who doesn't need them. The man who observes instead of reacts. The man who doesn't hand out compliments just because she looks good, but waits until her energy, her behavior, and her feminine alignment earn his praise. That kind of man stands out not because he's cold, but because he has standards. Validation from a high-value man is like a spotlight. It means something because it's not given to everyone. It's rare, selective, and when a woman finally receives it after investing, after trying, after chasing, that's when it hits. That's when it creates obsession. It's not because you manipulated her, but because you made her work for something that most men gave away freely. She doesn't want the man who treats her well for nothing. She wants the man who treats her well because she earned it. Your frame is everything. It's the invisible backbone of your presence, the emotional ground you stand on no matter what. She says, does, or feels. Most men lose women not because they weren't good enough, but because they gave up their frame the moment she smiled, tested them, or pulled back. The second you let her mood dictate your mindset, you become reactive. And the second you're reactive, she knows she's in control. And once she's in control, desire starts to die. A woman doesn't want to be in charge emotionally. Challenge you, test you, even provoke you. But all of that is a subconscious attempt to feel the strength of your center. She wants to feel like you're grounded, like your world doesn't shift based on her emotions. That calm, measured presence is what allows her to surrender, to trust, and ultimately to feel attraction. Because deep down, every feminine woman craves masculine certainty. When you break frame, when you start over-explaining, seeking reassurance, or chasing her attention, you signal weakness. You've now placed her above yourself. You become the one trying to prove value instead of being the value. And she feels it instantly. She won't always say it out loud, but her body, her tone, and her interest will all begin to shift. Not because she stopped liking you, but because your energy told her you're not the man she thought you were. Real masculine energy is not loud, aggressive, or dominant. It's steady. It's the kind of presence that makes her pause before she speaks. It's the silence that makes her lean in. When you stop needing her approval and start living from your own standard, you become the one she tries to impress, not the other way around. Most men are performing. They're not leading. They think if they show enough emotion, enough openness, enough devotion right away, a woman will choose them. But women don't fall for performances. They fall for presence. When a man is constantly trying to prove himself, she can feel it. Every compliment, every over-explanation, every gesture becomes a bid for approval. And that energy is repellent. Not because kindness is bad, because desperation is. A woman doesn't want to feel like you're offering her your soul before she's even earned a seat at your table. That level of emotional exposure too soon doesn't make her feel special. It makes her feel smothered. The truth is, she wants to rise to meet your standard. She wants to earn access to your world. When you just hand it over, you rob her of the very thing that creates investment effort. The man who leads isn't cold, but he is measured. He gives slowly, intentionally, based on what's proven, not what's promised. That makes his praise feel earned. That makes his attention feel rare. And that's what women crave, not validation handed out for free, but recognition that's grounded in truth. If she hasn't shown peace, support, consistency, why are you pouring yourself out emotionally? That's not leadership. It's performance rooted in insecurity. Letting means you move at your pace, on your time, based on your values. It means your attention is something she has to climb toward, not something she's gifted for just showing up. When you make her work for it, not only does she value it, more she starts to value you more. 'Cause now, your words mean something. Now, she's not just receiving you, she's chasing you. Let her chase your approval. Let her wonder. That uncertainty, that tension, is the root of feminine desire. When she doesn't quite know how you feel, when she has to work to earn your praise, she invests emotionally. She replays conversations. She analyzes your silence. She looks for signs. And in that pursuit, her attraction deepens. Not because you played a game, but because you had the strength to withhold what every other man gave away freely. Some women won't like it. They'll accuse you of being cold, distant, emotionally unavailable. Let them. That's their test. That's how you separate the ones who crave validation from the ones who value depth. The wrong women will leave when you stop overgiving. The right ones will rise to meet your standard, because real feminine energy wants to feel earned love. It's not automatic attention. When you're the man who doesn't flinch, who stays grounded no matter how beautiful she is or how intense her emotions. Get to become rare. You're not the guy she can manipulate. With silence, you're not the one who chases when she pulls away. You're the man who continues walking forward, purpose intact, whether she's beside you or not. That's power. Masculine restraint. It's not about playing hard to get. It's about being hard to impress. Your attention should be a reflection of her energy, not just her appearance. You don't give praise because she's hot. You give praise because she brings peace, shows consistency, aligns with your mission. Until then, your validation stays locked away. It's not as punishment, but as principle. And when you finally give it, when your eyes soften, when you offer a real compliment, after days or weeks of calm observation, it hits her on a deeper level. It doesn't feel transactional. It feels earned. It feels real. That's what creates obsession. That's what makes her feel chosen, not by default, but by effort. You are not here to prove your worth. You're here to stand in it. Let her come. To you, let her reach your level. Let her earn the version of you that every other man fakes on day one. Because anything earned is respected, and anything respected is kept.